Hello again. I'm back. I don't know how to start this. Don't know how to start my videos, so I don't know what to say at the beginning of them. I've been doing loads of looking at YouTube videos and people who help you make better videos, hopefully. Although they've got the work cut out for me. It's been quite interesting, actually, to be honest. Some of it I've heard before, and some of it is new to me, and I'm just trying to take on board everything they say. But there's a lot to take in, so I'm still trying to use their advice. So you'll just have to bear with me. I have actually got a script, not a script, some bullet points. I think that's probably the way that I'm going to go at the moment, rather than just writing out an entire script. I'll not remember it anyway, so there's not much point me writing a script out for me just to forget. I'll have to excuse the noise that's outside. I have no idea what's happening, but there's cars going up and down just right when I wanted to record this video. Hopefully I can edit this bit out and it'll just be lovely and quiet. What's the point of this video? Right, let me consult my notes. Life seems like a big test. Well, it does to me anyway. It really does. I don't know if that's what everybody thinks, but that's what I think quite a bit of time. I know it might sound just mad, and it might be mad, but that's the way it seems to me. If life's a test, is there some sort of teacher that marks us at the end of it? I genuinely don't know. I'm not religious per se, but I'm not against religion, or if anybody wants to believe in religion, it's entirely up to yourselves. I think it's up to every one of us. I think we've all got our own choices to make. If life is a test, do we pass it or fail it? Don't know. What happens if we do pass, or if we fail? Do we have another go? Do we go somewhere else and try that? Because in my opinion, I find it really hard to believe that we are the only place in the entire universe that has intelligent life. I can't think that that's true. I don't think that that's true. I don't have no proof that it isn't true, but I just genuinely think that there's masses of life out there in the universe, because it's a big place. Thanks, Carl. Yeah, I think I do think that there's life out there in the universe, because after all, it is a pretty big place. When I think about my life, it feels like, not all the time, but some of the time, feels like I'm a late starter. I don't know why I get that feeling, but I do. I just feel sometimes I've started too late, and I'm probably not going to get where I'm wanting to go. I'm not too sure where I'm wanting to go, but it does feel like I'm not. I should have started earlier somehow, and I don't know how I would have done that without having the life experience I've had. But it's just one of them feelings that I have. I don't have it all the time, but I do have that feeling quite a bit that I'm late to the party. I've never really known what I want to do with my life, ever. I've always just gone through life from one thing to another and never had a clear direction of what I want to do. And I'm envious of people who do. Not jealous, but envious. I think it must be a nice thing sometimes to know that I want to be a doctor, or I want to be an astronaut, or whatever, or a car mechanic, or a plumber. It's something that I've just never known. I've never known what I want to do. I've done so many different things in my life, so many different jobs, and never really been that happy with any of them. They're a means to an end for me. They pay the bills just, and I've never had any clear direction of where I'm going in life. I wonder what my life is about. What is this all about? Yet again, I've never known. I think there's more to life than just what we see. I've got no proof again, but it's just a feeling. Definitely think there's more to life than just getting up, going to work, going to work, doing your 8 hours at work, driving there, driving back. Thanks God. I have no idea what's happening outside with traffic. It's not normally like this, but there's cars up and down all night. Might be some party going off or something. I do wonder what my life is about. What's the point of it? What's the point of me? It goes back to thinking I've never known what I want to do with my life. I just don't. A bit more of an idea that I want to do YouTube videos, and that is something I do want at the moment. I do want to do that. It's something I really do want to try and make a go of. The other thing, what is it that I'm supposed to do? What is it that I'm supposed to do here? Yeah, what is it? You're born, you just go through life and then you kipper it, then that's it. And what have I done with my life, really? I don't know. I've not saved any babies from burning buildings, not rescued people's dogs from rivers. I've not done anything like that. I've not saved a princess from a dragon. Nothing like that. I've done good things, but nothing that I can really think about and tell you now. And what I do think about at the moment is I'm supposed to do YouTube. Don't know if I'm supposed to do YouTube or not. Looking at how my videos have turned out, no, probably not supposed to do not supposed to do YouTube, but here I am. I'm doing YouTube, and it's just yet again, it's just a weird feeling I get, and when I try not to think about it too much, try just to go with things. It's almost like a gut instinct, I think, and got the best gut instinct. If I'm being honest, I've got to try and stop saying if I'm being honest. I haven't got the best gut instinct, don't think. Sometimes I have, but sometimes my gut does let me down, and I'm probably a bit too trusting in people. That is a bit of a a bad trait, I think, or it's a trait I've got, and I think some people take advantage of that sometimes, because I am quite trusting. I do enjoy helping people out. I do enjoy that. If I can help people out, I will do. And I do get satisfaction out of helping people out. I enjoy finding out about people, what makes them tick, what their life's all about, what they've been doing with themselves. Don't know why, just do enjoy finding out about people, talking to people. Interests me. One of the reasons why I want to do YouTube is so I can have more time to myself. I want more time to do the things I want to do, and with working a 9-to-5 job, I haven't got the time to do that. I don't mind putting in the hours, and I'm under no illusion that I'm going to have to put a lot of hours into this, a lot of hours, possibly more than I do with work. But I think once it's up and running, and I've got lots and lots of subscribers and other things that come with YouTube, and it pays me, then I will have more time than I have now, and that's what I want. I do want that. I was talking to my mum tonight about growing plants next year, and I'm only going to grow a few plants, only tomatoes and chilies, that's all. But I just don't have the time to put into doing that as much as I'd want to do it. And I love growing stuff. I love eating stuff that I've grown. I love my grandson being able to pick tomatoes and me pick little cherry tomatoes for him, and him having them. That's one of the simple joys of in my life. Put it that way. Just doing that, teaching him to twist the tomatoes off the vine, and him just saying twist, it's just so cool. Yeah, I do want just more time to do things, enjoy my life, go out and see a bit more of the world, go on holiday. I ain't been on holiday for years, a proper holiday for years and years. I really want to go on a nice holiday. One of the things I really want to do is take my mum to America. I would love to go to America. There's loads of places I want to go. It's a big place we live on, isn't it? And there's lots and lots of places. I mean, even in the country that I'm in, I've not seen, even though I've been to the top and the bottom, I've not been to the west side of Wales, but I've been into Wales and never been to Northern Ireland or Ireland. I've been down to the Channel Islands. I've been up to Scotland. Not been down to Cornwall yet, but I've been down to Torquay. Been down to Kent on the other side. Been to Norfolk, lots of places, but a lot of it's been work, so you don't get to see it like you would do if you were on holiday. But I'd love to go to America. I don't know what it is. Probably watching countless YouTube videos, and America just looks such a cool place. And the Americans that I've met in my life have all been really nice. Maybe a tad loud to what we're used to, but that's just but they've all been spot on and really, really like positive. I don't know if all Americans are like it, but the ones that I've met have all had positive attitudes, can-do attitudes. So I'd love to go to America. I suppose you could spend the rest of your life going around America. It's so big. But I really want to take my mum to New York. I don't know what it is. I just want to go to New York and go and stand outside of some of these skyscrapers that I've seen. Just be there. Just go and see Manhattan and Queens and Brooklyn and crikey. I didn't even know until a few years ago that New York was a state. I'm ashamed to say. I was talking to a student, and a student from America, I'm not sure where he came from in the state of New York, but he looked at me as if to say, oh, you didn't know that it was a state? And I'm like, no. So I want to go and take my mum to America. I don't want to say that I'm definitely going to do it. I don't want to jinx myself. I'd love to be able to take my mum to New York. And other places in America. I think my mum watches webcams in it might be Florida. It's either Florida or California. I know they're on opposite sides. I can't remember, but either way, it looks really nice. And I'd just like my mum just to go and see it, go and get some sun on her bones, as we say. Thanks, car. No idea what's happening outside. When I talk to people at work, they just are happy to plod along, and there's nothing wrong with plodding along if that's what you want to do. They seem content with just going to work, doing the bit, and going home, and that's just not me. I'm just not. I just don't want to do that. I want to do more in my life. I've always really wanted to do a bit more with my life. I've just never done it. Not that I've had a bad life. I've quite good, really, and I'm fortunate to have the life that I've had, and to be born in this country. You could be born in lots of other countries like that. You're not as lucky. To be born in the UK, I do know that I am a lucky person just to have been born here. There's a lot worse countries that you can get born in. That's through no fault of your own. But I don't want to just plod along in my life. I don't want that. I really don't want that. Just looking at my script, and I put, I don't want that. I want to change my life. That's what I want to do. I really want to change my life. I want to change everything in my life, and change it for my family as well. I want to be able to support my family more. I want to be able to try and retire from work. I've said I want to. I'm not sure if I'm going to say my age at the moment, but I'm getting on a bit now, and I don't want to be spending more time at work. I've given myself 3 and a bit years before I want to retire. Yeah, about 3 and a bit years. I'd like to retire sooner. And this is where YouTube comes into it. Retire from work, but then just do YouTube, and hopefully be able to earn enough money for my partner to be able to retire. She works really hard, and we don't really see that much of each other. It's been her day off today, and I've hardly seen her. Just because little he's not very well, so she's been looking after him, and she'll be working now for another 6-7 days. I don't know. She's off next a week today. But yeah, I want to change. I want to be able for my partner to be able to retire. I want to be able to look after my mum more. I want to support my daughter a bit more, help her out. I want to make things good for Eric as he grows older. I want to secure his future a bit more. Maybe I'd love for him to go to uni or something like that, and that costs a lot of money. I know it does. So I'd like to be able to save up for that. And I don't want to be. I don't want to have to rely on my pension, because I just don't. I just don't. I've only just started really paying into a pension, and people at work, oh, have you got your pension? When I've said no, I haven't got a pension. Oh, you haven't got a pension. You haven't got a pension. And I've never earned enough money to have a pension in my mind, and really, I probably should have been paying into it. I've been working at this same place now for 14 years. I've only just started paying into the pension. Maybe I should have thought about this 14 years ago, but I didn't. And I don't want to rely on a pension. I want to rely on me. I don't want, and I certainly don't want to have to rely on a state pension. Certainly don't want to rely on a state pension. It's something I definitely don't want to have to rely on. And yeah, I want to make my mum's life as best I can, and the rest of my family. My rest of my family, I'd like to be able to afford to help them out if I can. I think I've said it earlier, but I've written it down here, and I want a better life. I want a better life. That's something that I do want. Don't know what that is. I'd like to move from where we are now. House is not big enough for everybody. And we've got neighbours on either side of us. They could be worse. We have had neighbours that are worse, quite a bit, but they could be better. Some are alright, but some aren't, and it's just I don't need that in my life. I don't want to live in my ideal world. I'd live on a big farm somewhere away from everybody. I don't think that's what my family want. Well, I would like that, and not a working farm, just something like a farm where you've got loads of land, and your nearest neighbour's like 5 miles away. That'd suit me. That's what I want. Maybe that's why I like America so much, because you've got a lot of space out there, and from what I've seen on YouTube, I don't know if I could live out properly in the sticks. I mean, like in the sticks here, we're away from things, but you're not that away from it. Like in America, when you're out in sticks, you are out in sticks, and I've no idea how far away from other people you are, but I think that might be a stretch. But I'd like my own. I've always wanted my own bit of land, and I'd like as much as I can. And I want to build my own house. That's one of the things I do. I've wanted to do that for a long time now. I'd love to build my own house. I'd love to build my own house. Yeah, I'd have to employ people to help me because I'm not skilled enough to do everything on my own, and I just ain't got time. And there's certain skills, like I'm not a plasterer. I take my hat off to plasterers, because that's a skill that I do not possess. I can do a little bit, but no way could I do walls, or certainly I couldn't even think about doing a ceiling. And all other skills, I'm all right. I could wire my house. That's not an issue. I could put stud walls up. Any Tom, Dick and Harry can put a stud wall up. You just ask joiners. But plumbing, I could probably do the plumbing, but I'd want it done properly, and I wouldn't mess about with gas. Brickwork, never done. I've done bits of brickwork, but yet again, that's not a skill I possess. And roofing, I'd want that to be done right, and I'm not very good with height. So, but I would like to chip in. I would chip in with everybody. I don't mind getting my hands mucky. That's building my own house is definitely something that that I want to do. The last thing, or the second to last thing, the last thing is a title, and I'm to this video. I don't know why. Well, I do know why I put it at the end. It's because I forgot right at the beginning. I want to be my own boss, and that is something I've wanted for a long time. Oh great, the fridge has started up. You'll have to forgive the noise of the fridge in the background if you can hear it. I hope you can't, but I bet you can. Cars have stopped, now the fridge started. What I want to be is my own boss, and I have wanted that for as long as I can remember. I'm not sure if I wanted it as a kid, really, to be. I can't remember. But as an adult, for as long as I can remember, I've wanted to be my own boss. I've always wanted to be. My uncle was his own boss. My dad was his own boss. My other uncle was a civil servant. That don't count. I want to be my own boss. I really want to be my own boss. Don't want to have to answer to anybody other than me. I want to be able to make the decisions that affect my life. Fed up of having people at work decide what happens to me, and I don't want it anymore. So tired of all the rubbish. Trying not to swear now. One thing I've been really working on is not swearing, and I don't want to swear on this channel. I really don't, because I can swear like a trooper, and I do swear a lot, far too much really. It's something I've got to try and work on. Well, I want to be my own boss, and I don't want to have people people at work who have a massive effect on my life. And who are they? Who are they? They're just ordinary people, but yet they're in positions of a little bit of power, and some are all right, but some aren't. Some definitely aren't, and I don't know if they've. I don't know what they're like before. I'm talking about managers, really. Specifically, my manager. I'm really trying hard not to swear now, to say what he's like, but I just don't want people like that having any control over my life. And hate's a strong word, and it's another word I try not to say that often, and I don't, because I don't really know why I don't say hate, but it is a strong word. But I really dislike then people having power over me. Maybe it comes down to a control issue, and I have got issues with control and me wanting to control things, but and possibly it's because I don't like. It's possibly because I feel like I'm not in control. I don't know. but I want to be in charge of my life, and working for a company is not doing that. This is where YouTube comes into it, and this is where me getting better at these videos, and this is where you watching them help out. So thank you for your time. And the car gone past, so we've got fridge and car. Great. Video's going to sound really good, isn't it? Yeah, thank you for your time again. Hope I haven't rambled too much this time. I like having these pointers. I think I'm going to try doing these more often and writing things out and just trying to develop things. I hope my video editing skills have improved slightly. I use DaVinci Resolve, and I've always scratched the surface of that. I've been watching videos on it, and I can hopefully use it to possibly change the background so it looks like I'm in a cafe, or out in the middle of a field, or on top of a mountain, or underwater, or in space, on a spaceship. I don't know, but yet again, I haven't got time to mess about with stuff like that, which is the whole point of all this, isn't it? Getting more time. And time's moving on. Wow, is time moving on? I don't know where this year's gone. We're into October now. 3 more months and it's a new year. It's 2026. Less than 3 months. Still haven't worked out really what I'm going to say at the end of these videos. But I hope you're all okay. I hope you're all keeping well. And look forward to seeing you on the next one. I'm just pulling faces now so I can use it as a thumbnail. That's one. Things you do. I think that's it.